All right, so today we've got the lovely Miss Sandra Moreno, and Sandra is an expert on all things cleaning. But today I wanted to talk to you and help you understand a bit more about what a house cleaning company in Dallas entails, specifically maybe some differences between the different areas around Dallas and the different markets that we serve. Before we do that, Sandra, you are a Dallas native, aren't you?
Yes, I am originally born and raised in Dallas, Texas.
Love it. Y también habla español.
Completamente, toda mi familia es de México, so I definitely am bilingual.
Yes, so Mexican-American rocking with Dallas Sunrise Maids. Sandra, like many people in small businesses like ours, wears a number of hats. But today, I think the best thing that we could talk about is your role as quality checker, because you are a part of the team that goes out and makes sure we do a good job out on the street, both for our recurring house cleaning clients and for our one-time cleans, so like the move-in, move-out cleans and the one-time cleans. So first of all, Dallas, born and raised in this lovely city. You've been with Dallas Sunrise Maids for how long?
About 2 years.
2 years now. Awesome. And before you came and started working with us, what perceptions did you have about what a house cleaning, because you had a little bit of experience in house cleaning as well. What did you come here thinking about the house cleaning business, and what has changed since you've joined our operation?
So with my background, I've cleaned homes, and I know how difficult the job really is. How much, one that is cleaning, all that it entails, what it does, mentally, physically, and whatnot. But now being behind the scenes, I think I've grown even more appreciation for our teams, just because it takes so much, and especially also the office team, really, scheduling all of our teams, their routes, logistic wise, it's a whole world. So I think I've learned so much on the back end that just some way, somehow really makes me appreciate the people that work for Dallas Sunrise Maids.
I love it. And I think something so important is that you've seen it on both sides of the mop. You've cleaned houses, and you've also been instrumental in our business organization kind of being organized, getting those cleanings scheduled, following up with clients. So when you were cleaning, when you were on the street, were you with on the street cleaning? Were you cleaning houses in Dallas, or kind of in and around Dallas, or what experience did you have cleaning houses? Was it in Dallas, or?
Yeah, it was in Dallas, really all areas, just kind of wherever the projects were, truly. So I think that really gave me a scope of our map, or what Dallas is. I know I've been, here all my life, but just really knowing areas and whatnot. So truly anywhere from North Dallas, West, anywhere from Fort Worth and whatnot, but mainly in Dallas.
And the DFW. Love it. Okay, cool. So, let's talk housing specifics in terms of the differences between the Dallas market and the other area where we're really strong is kind of the Plano, Frisco area. Do you see a variety of houses in Dallas that maybe you don't see in the Plano, Frisco area?
Yeah, definitely. There's a lot of homes in Dallas where I believe that more north, so Plano, Frisco, there's a lot of more like condominiums, apartments and whatnot. So a lot of those and more that are coming for sure. So I would say that.
Yeah, I agree. We're seeing a lot of new construction in Plano and Frisco, McKinney, and kind of the area around there of like newer condos.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, and cleaning condos has its own kind of nuances, right? Like there's smaller spaces. Yeah. Sometimes there's some logistics getting in and out.
Absolutely.
And same thing in some of these gated communities in Dallas where we're cleaning. Some of the Highland Park homes, giant homes with like, detailed security that you got to get past. And maybe you're dealing with like a family organizer versus even the family themselves. What do we look at when we are cleaning bigger houses? Probably timing is an issue, one, but what else when it comes to bigger houses? How is that different from cleaning apartments?
Yeah, I think you said it. One of the things is is actually being able to get there, because a lot of the homes that we clean do have security, do have gate codes. So once we're actually booking the cleaning itself, that's a lot of information that we get, and it's something that we pass over to the team every single time, so that it's much easier for them to access the home the day of, and it just makes logistics a whole lot easier. So I would say that really coordinating with the client, depending on their frequency, what time the team would be set to arrive and whatnot, again, depending on the frequency. But yeah, I think just being able to really obtain all the information that's required on the very first call, things like that, or on an onboard call for recurring clients, obtaining all that information, really having our estimator, Jason, sit down and have a full conversation, just so that we can ensure that the team has, smooth sailing for the recurring cleanings.
Yeah, and that, so awesome to hear you say that, and agree 100%. Also, one thing that I think Dallas homeowners have always appreciated about us is for our recurring house cleanings, they're going to have the same two-person team for every visit. And that's great, because there's nothing like having, Josefina and Amanda show up to do those cleanings week in, week out. They know your house.
Absolutely.
You like seeing them. They like seeing you. They know where the Mr. Senor likes to have his stuff on this side, and mom likes to have her stuff on that side. And just, I think that's a big benefit. And I think that's something that you guys do so well in the office, is really keep those schedules tight. So that we can keep them, our clients, with the same cleaning teams, whether it's on a weekly basis, every 2 weeks, or monthly. Did you get that same experience when you were cleaning for, yourself, in terms of people just kind of really appreciating that it's you showing up and not like your sister or like your friend, or like, who are these new people?
Yeah, honestly, I had a little bit of that experience. Just logistically, that company did not have that. It was just, send whoever
shows up.
or it could be 3 people, 1 person. Sometimes we were timed and we have to be in and out quick. So we had to rush the cleanings or whatever it was. Of course, we tried our best, but, with us, we try, and we always do, to ensure that with our quality inspections, that the level of cleanliness remains the same.
Yeah.
That's the whole reason for our quality inspections. And truly, just always having the 2-person team is such a benefit. Our teams even grow to love, our homeowners' pets, their cats, things like that.
Yeah.
Something just so personal, that we just love seeing our teams feel that for our clients as much as we love actually providing that for our clients.
Well, and we're in a very unique situation, because this industry is so high trust.
Absolutely.
And what other contractor are you letting into your house like all the time? And like cleaning your most intimate areas around valuables and family, and like you said, pets and stuff. And that's a big distinction. So okay, let's talk quality checks for a second. What are the 4 areas that you feel? What are you checking first?
Yeah, we always clean top to bottom. So we're always checking for cobwebs, if there's any obstruction to the air vents. Got to check the ceiling fans.
Yeah.
Make sure everything, all the counter space. It's truly just the one thing that we always check for first is at a very first glance, do I see any dust?
Yeah.
There shouldn't be any dust, given once you're a recurring client. So especially also for our one-time deep clean. So I think that being able to do that first, that just gives me an insight, and then continuing with the quality check for the rest of the home.
Agreed. And let's be honest. We still have humans cleaning houses. We don't have the robots yet. We might one day, coming soon. But I think that homeowners watching this, if you're a homeowner watching this and you made it this far, let's give you $50 off. So write to us immediately if you made it this far in the video. But B, I think it's important to talk about what areas even the best house cleaners still miss. Let's go back and forth. First one is going to be, we're going to check every time because it's the easiest to skip, which is under the cushions. That's
Right.
something we tell our clients we do. That's something we do 95% of the time. But 5% of the time, it just doesn't happen. That's why you have the quality checker. So, of course, we're going to lift up the cushions,
Every time.
take a look, make sure. What's another place?
I would say just buy the TV. Sometimes that can be missed. And once we're on site, we make sure of it. I take care of it as well.
Yeah.
It's not something that we want to just, go push onto the team. So that just tends to happen. Maybe there's a lot of little knickknacks, decor and whatnot. But it's something that 98% of the time we definitely do. When we don't, we always want to take care of it.
Yeah, totally. Okay, let's do two more because this is fun. Behind the toilet. I think that, again, 98% of the time it's happening. But that's why we do the quality checks to make sure it happens 100% of the time. So, yeah, behind the toilets.
I would say a mirror like this. I would say above the frame. Don't get me wrong. We always see these, the actual mirror, sparkling, clean, beautiful, great reflection. But sometimes because we're so focused on the glass itself, we might have just forgot the frame a little bit. And that's something that I sometimes very rarely see. But it
Agreed.
happens.
Yep. Okay, one more round of this. Underneath the chairs.
Okay.
Picking up the chairs, looking to make sure that they're getting the...
Yeah. Okay.
You got one more?
The teams are good, so
I
it's
know,
a little
our
hard
teams
to
are awesome.
think. Oh gosh, I don't know why another one is not clicking. To me.
Maybe plants. Sometimes like cobwebs
sometimes
and
the
stuff.
plants. Yeah. Yeah, I would say the plants, just depending on the planter itself as well. Cobwebs is a good one just because can we get into it? We also don't want to break it.
Sure.
Carrying it might be too heavy,
Yeah.
something like that. So you're right about the plants.
Yeah, and let's be honest. If you live in a $2, $3, $4, $10 million house, you're probably a detail-oriented person, right? Because you don't get to that level of wealth without being very aware.
Absolutely.
And we teach our teams all these small details, and we do what we say we're going to do.
Yeah.
But the reason we have quality checkers like Sandra and Cindy circulating around all the homes in Dallas that we clean are because, again, we still have humans, and sometimes people get into a rhythm that the house is so big that they forgot to get that sofa in that room that is hardly ever used. But once we show them that, they will remember that sofa every single time. And we do it in such a way where they're not going to quit. They're not going to get mad. The homeowner's not going to see the feedback.
Absolutely.
They're only going to see the final result.
Right.
And I think that's, a big deal. And I think that's another reason that Dallas homeowners appreciate using us for house cleaning. And just because we didn't mention condos in Dallas, downtown Dallas has a lot of condos.
Lots. Yeah, it's something that you just mentioned. The way that we, speak with our team and the way that they take the feedback is amazing. We always make sure, that it always does come from a place of love because we want to take care of them. So we just want to make sure that they are also giving the quality that we're selling to our clients, and they're very, very good at that. Them taking it in, and also, like you mentioned, making sure that doesn't occur again. It just demonstrates the level of care that they have for their clients.
Totally. Love it. Well, the fact that you're so knowledgeable about cleaning both in the house and in the office makes you a tremendous asset to not just the company, but our clients and our teams too. So thank you for all the hard work you do, and for letting me pick your brain here about Dallas house cleaning.
Absolutely, anytime.
All right, cool. High five.